What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Plus Unit Picks. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment right now on the video. Send it to somebody that you know. It's Eastern Conference Finals Game 2 tonight, and the card is locked in. That's right. Real quick on the recap, keeping it completely honest. Last night, we went 1-2 on our free plays. Okay, SGA and Caruso, they both outperformed on us, and they went away with, with the win for the Thunder in Game 2. But those two plays look good on paper, just didn't go in the right direction. But we're gonna own every single play, guys, and move on from it. Tonight is Game 2 for the Knicks, Cavs in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks pulled off one of the greatest postseason comebacks in NBA history for Game 1, rallying from 22 down in the fourth quarter with Brunson scoring 38 points on the win and overtime, 115-104. So Cleveland is going to come back and respond. The series is pretty real. It's good basketball right now. I love this time of the year. So I've got 3 plays I feel really good about. Sign up on Winnable. Link is in the description. That gives you access to my free plays and my VIP card with more detailed slips the moment I drop it to your phone or to your email. Before we get into the card, though, I've got something special. I've got an offer with Better. If you're not signing up, or if you're not signed up with Better yet, listen up. You can tell these plays that I post on Better, and you get a sign-up bonus of $200 if you're a new user. All right, all you have to do is use my code +1 that you see here on the screen. That's PLUS1. Very simple. That's all you got to do. That'll unlock the bonus. Send me a screenshot that you signed up on Better, and I'll get you access to my paid membership and VIP for 30 days in Winnable. All you have to do is use my code, scan the QR code on the screen, go to the App Store, whatever it is that you do, guys. But don't do it the wrong way, do it the right way. Take the easy money, okay? If you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig by far has one of the best offers out there. I mean, seriously. If you sign up as a new user by betting $5, just $5 on their platform on anything, they'll give you a free $50 in your sports betting account just for signing up. That's it. So it's an amazing offer. They have great lines by far. Use my code PLUSUNIT that you see here on the screen. That's PLUSUNIT, and that'll get you access and unlock the bonus. So that's 2 bonus offers, guys, through 2 platforms, and I'm essentially going to give you 2 months of free paid membership, pretty much through my VIP card in Winnable. So don't do it the wrong way, guys. Do it the right way. Seriously. With that being said, we're going to get into the first play on the card. For Game 2, on the Eastern Conference side, I'm going to take Donovan Mitchell on rebounds and assists. I'm going to fade him on 8.5 rebounds and assists. Here's why I like it. Mitchell is averaging exactly 8.5 rebounds plus assists in the 2026 playoffs this year. So right at the number. In Game 1, he had 5 rebounds and 3 assists, 8 combined, just below the number. So his season average is 4.5 rebounds and 5.7 assists, which is 10.2 combined. But in the playoffs, his assist numbers have dropped significantly because he's trying to play hero ball, and it's worked out. I mean, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, as you know, Cleveland, they significantly lean on him, pretty much day in and day out right now. So tonight, they're going to face the Knicks, an elite defensive scheme built around OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges on the wing. So Mitchell is going to be in isolation mode all night, just about. So he's not going to be distributing as much. I don't think so. And if Harden has a game like he had yesterday, Harden disappears. Let's just keep it real, man. The guy disappears during big games. I don't know what his problem is, but if he does what he did in Game 1, I think the scoring is going to have to, Spider-Man is going to have to come on to the 10th power, seriously. So Mitchell, I think he can score 25 plus, and I don't think rebounds and assists is going to be of his forte or in his repertoire for Game 2. I'm going to dive into the numbers. Looking at the past, 7 matchups head-to-head. I dove right into the matchups. Obviously, Game 1 I just talked about, where he only had 5 rebounds and 3 assists, but if you faded him, you would have cashed 57% of your tickets in the head-to-head matchup against the New York Knicks, just going all the way back to last season, or the season before, actually. Over the past 5 games, if you faded him on rebounds and assists, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets. He had the outlier performance in Detroit, which was Game 7, but it was Game 7, right? But his average pretty much is 8.6, and his median is 7. But like I said, that was a huge outlier performance for Game 7 against the Pistons, a closeout game. So I don't see him going over the number based upon the game that Harden had. So it's going to be a lot more pressure on him to score here. So lock that in, guys, as the first play on the card. Second play on the card, we're going to go with Karl Anthony Towns. We're going to fade him on points, rebounds, and assists. Here's why. Towns finished Game 1 with 13 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. 31 points, rebounds, and assists combined. Already well under the number by about 3.5, or I'm sorry, by 3. His recent playoff performance, his recent playoff PRA, like I said, in Game 1 was at 31, and prior to that it was 27, 37, 25, and 27 across the Sixers sweep. 3 of those 4 games were under 34. So Evan Mobley is one of the best defensive bigs in the league, and is going to be locked in on Towns for Game 2. After watching film from Game 1, I think Mobley held Towns to about 11 points on 3 of 11 shooting in the regular season matchup. So Towns is an elite player, but 34 points, rebounds, and assists requires pretty much everything to align perfectly in a game where I think Cleveland's defense will lock in and make it hard. We're going to dive into the numbers over the head, just diving into the head-to-head matchup over the past 7 games. Karl Anthony Towns against the Cleveland Cavs. If you faded them on points, rebounds, and assists at that number at 33.5 or 34, you would have cashed 71% of your tickets. With in the most recent form, the past 4 matchups, he has failed to go over. So he struggles against. He doesn't struggle against their front court, but he's not going to be able to just have it his way. And that's a pretty steep number for him to reach, in my opinion. Over the past 5 games, he would have if you bet on him or faded him, on points, rebounds, and assists, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets. So, the Cavs, they have a strong front court. They've got Evan Mobley, and they've also got Jared Allen. Okay, so they've got some pretty strong defensive schemes. I don't see Karl Anthony Towns being able to go over that number. So lock that in as the second play on the card. The third and final play is going to be Mikal Bridges, the 3-and-D guy for the New York Knicks. We're going to take him on the over for 16.5 points and assists. Here's why I like it. Bridges is one of the most consistent two-way players in the playoffs, and this number is right at his production level. So he's averaging 14.4 points and 3.7 assists, which is 18.1 combined on the season, already above the number. In the Sixers sweep, he delivered 17 to 22 combined points and assists every single game. In Game 1, even in a chaotic overtime comeback, Bridges was a key piece, to the Knicks' offensive rhythm. So coming off that massive win, I think New York is going to come out with even more confidence. And I see Bridges going to, he's going to be involved early and often. So I think his floor for a normal game like this at 35 plus minutes is right around 16 to 20 points and assists combined. So lock that in. We're going to check out the numbers in my favorite tool, outlier.bet. The head-to-head matchup looks even better. If you go back to the last 8 matchups against the Cavs, Bridges was able pretty much, if you bet on Bridges on the over for 16.5 points and assists, he's cashing 75% of your tickets 6 out of 8 times. And then over the past 5 games, he's going over that number 100% of the time. So that's some pretty strong data. On the average, it's right at 20.5, and the median is at 20. So he's well over that number. So he's on a roll when it comes to points and assists. I don't see him backing down from that. So lock that in, guys. That's going to be the third and final play. Those are my official 3 plays. I'm going to go back and recap. We've got Donovan Mitchell. We're going to fade him on rebounds and assists at 8.5. And then on Karl Anthony Towns. We're going to fade him on points, rebounds, and assists at 34. And then finally, the third pick again is going to be Mikal Bridges on the over for 16.5 points and assists. And guys, don't forget to check out Better. Use my code +1. If you're already on Better, check out Novig. Use my code +unit. Okay? And send me a screenshot that you signed up. I'll get you access to my winnable for free, a paid VIP membership for 30 days for each sign up. So that's going to do it, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you like versus what you didn't like, what you're going to tell versus what you're going to fade. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Wish me the best of luck. Hopefully we sweep and get back on the hot streak. And I'll talk to you guys later.